I uploaded another video, isn't it? I've done one for about 3 weeks. I've just changed the seat on my Interceptor. This is the touring seat. It's supposed to be much more comfortable. There's the old one. So we'll see how that goes. I did go for about a 60-70 mile ride on it, and the seat was not good. And I kind of knew this because everybody said the seats were shite. So yeah, new seat, less than 100 quid. So if that was Kawasaki or Honda, you'd be up like 300, 350, I wouldn't doubt. But anyway, yeah, that's changed. That's not what we're about today though. Today, I want to do something with my Chinese piece of shite. Now we've done the engine, that's there, ready to drop back in. The frame's not ready to receive it. I need to do some work on the stand. So let me get you set up, pull that out and we'll crack on. Ah, there you go, it's not Australian anymore. It's not Chinese anymore, it's Australian. I've just flipped it upside down because I thought it'd be easier to work on the stand. I don't know what that's going to do to the fork oil or the brake reservoir or anything like that, but hopefully nothing. We'll worry about that later. Right, what's the issue? So that it's got a little bit of side to side play in it, as you can see. That, I don't know how well that's coming out because the sun's shining for a change. So I want to try and take some of that out if I can. But the other issue is that it's going too far forward. It only needs to go to like about there, because it's sort of going over centre, and then you've got to pull it back over centre to get it off, and it's making it difficult. The reason is that's worn. You can see there's a similar issue to what I had on the Zonte's Tiger. So I need to put either plate that or run a weld across it and then do something about the play in there. So I suppose we ought to get it off really. It's only a minor little thing, to be honest with you. If I didn't do it, it wouldn't be a big issue, but little things like that bother me. Right, I need 2 hands, so let me get this stand off and then we'll have a look at it. Right, you're recording, I don't fucking know. Yeah. Apparently I've got to stop swearing, else if ever I get to 1,000 plus subscribers, they won't give me any money if I keep swearing. So I thought about that long and hard and thought to myself, fuck 'em. Anyway, this is the mount. I think those may be slightly elongated. I'm not sure what I can do about that. Pack them out with washers maybe if I've got one big enough with a hole that size. I don't think I have. The stand itself, hang on, let me just pop you down on the where you can see what I'm talking about. You're pissed. That fucking thing won't stand up there. Is that gonna work? This stand really is shite. I bought the cheapest, nastiest stand you can imagine on eBay. And see what I mean? It's fucking shite. Anyway. It's shite, I mean. No, that's, you can't even say shite, can you? Right. So there is some wear on the end of that, which is contributing to the wibbly wobblies. Really don't think we'll be able to do much about it. I'm more bothered about the fact that it goes over centre. Which is, I'm probably the first one to ever take this stand off in this bike's life. Coat of paint wouldn't hurt this either. So, I don't know if that's coming through, but you can see it's like a worn groove in there. So what I'm probably going to do, sand that off flat, and then probably run a beader weld along there. Probably going to be the easiest thing to do. Yeah, I'm going to do some cleaning and grinding, which is not interesting, so I'm going to turn you off and I'll bring you back when I've done it. Right, see what I've done, which ain't a lot. So I've cleaned all that up, as you can see. I've got a bit of gash scrap metal, which goes on there, and I'm just going to weld that on, and hopefully that will take out that over centering. I can't do much about the play in the stand. It's not outrageously bad. It's not good, but it's not terrible. But without going to an awful lot of engineering work or money or expense, there's not much I can do about it. And at the end of the day, it's a cheap Chinese piece of shit, isn't it? At the end of the day, I say at the end of the day a lot, don't I? At the end of the day, I do say at the end of the day. Right, let's fire up my welder, weld that on, and see how it looks, see how it fits. Right then, it's back on its feet. Let me show you more welding. I'll do a Del Boy version of showing you my welding. Look, there it is, can you see that? That's really good quality, that's professional, that's factory there. Okay, so we're good, yeah, we're happy. No, actually, it's not even welding. It's JB welding, and the reason it's JB welded is because my welder's fucked. The torch is bollocks on it. It keeps blowing the wire out part way down the cable, and it's been fucked for a while, and I've bodged it and bodged it and bodged it, and now it's just knackered. So if anybody knows where I can get a cheap gun, complete thing that goes from the welder right up to the torch for a Clark 151 EN, let me know, because I think the price that Clark charge for them, it's nearly as cheap to get a brand new welder. But anyway, that's JB welded on. It's coated on the bottom, and then I've gone all around the edge as well. I'm pretty sure that'll hold, and at the end of the day, if it doesn't hold and it comes off, nothing's going to happen, you know, it's just going to go back to going too far forward. But that JB weld is pretty fucking strong shite, I can tell you. Anyway, that's all I can do for the time being, so we'll jump you back in when there's something else. Right, it's next day. Let's have a look at this stand. We glued this piece of metal on, and there it is. Hopefully that'll hold. The whole thing needs a damn good clean up though. So let's get the grinder, clean that up a bit. You stand over there, behave yourself. Oh, my knees, not as young as they used to be. Were any of us. Anyway, you get the gist. I'm going to clean the whole thing up. I'm also about giving it a coat of paint and getting it refitted. Okay, that's done. Painted up, cleaned, and we'll let that dry. get that back on and see if my little bodge has cured this stand going over centre. And if it hasn't, tough shit, because I'm not taking it off again. Right, what next? What next? I suppose we ought to think about getting that engine back in. There's a lot I could do to this with regards to cleaning up and painting and tidying up, but at the same time I have to remember it's a cheap Chinese bike that's not worth an awful lot of money, so I won't be making a massive amount of effort in that department. To be honest, I want to get it done, gone, and start messing with this bad boy. Right, let me tidy up and see what we're doing next. Morning everybody, welcome back to Motorcycle Junkie, and it's several days later and we've got the old Chinese shitter out in the sunshine on the paddock stand because it still hasn't got a main stand on it. Your last video we attempted to weld a plate on this and the welder fucked up, so we bonded a plate on the top there with JB Weld. Fuck off, son. There we go, and we've given that a paint, so we can now see about getting that back on and see if the bike sits better. So yeah, right, we dig out the bolts for that. Don't know what I've done with them. We'll crack on and get that fitted. Right, let's get this back on, and we have our pin there nicely greased up. New split pin as well. So let's get this pop back in. That's it. Right. I've got a washer somewhere. What have I done with it? Here it is. That goes on the other side. Which you probably can't see. So you just have to take my word for it. With that, in with a new split pin. And it is a split pin, it's not a cotter pin. Don't care what our American friends call them. Right. I need to bend that over. Yeah, let me get some pliers. Yeah. Oh, come on. Why am I making a simple job so difficult? There we go. There we go. Right. Let's get it off the paddock stand onto its main stand and see if it looks better. I haven't put the spring on yet, but we'll do about that in a minute. Yeah, that is much better. back wheels off the floor. That's sitting at a much better angle. So, right, I'm going to wrestle that spring on now, and then that's another little job done. I've just remembered as well that I have to weld the thing in on the headstock that stops the steering going too far around is broken off. That needs welding back on, and if you watched my video the other day, my welder's knackered, so I've got to get a new torch for that or a new welder. So if anybody knows where I can get parts for a Clark 151 EN, other than what are they called? What's that tool place called? Not Tool Station, is it? Not Micro Mart. You know the one I mean, the one that sold all the welders and shit. Anyway, they charge a fortune. It's nearly cheaper to buy a new welder, which I might do. I might have to. Anyway, waffling. Let me get that stand finished, and then we'll. I don't know what we'll do next. Might be thinking about getting the engine in. Right, I don't have enough bolts to fully mount this engine properly, so I've got to order some. But at least I can shove the old bolts through just for the time being to hold it in. That's the theory anyway. Yeah, when I took this engine out, you may remember that some of the bolts were knackered and wouldn't tighten. Here's just a good example. Threads are fucked on it. Same with that one. But I'm just going to shove them through for now just to hold it in place. They'd used threaded rod, cut lumps of threaded rod cut down as well, which again totally unsuitable. So we'll get it lifted in position, then we can figure out what bolts we need and get onto eBay and get some ordered. Oh, I don't think I need that anymore. So let's see if we can somehow wrestle this engine into place. It'll be a bit shonky, but we'll see how it goes. I'll get this done without trapping my fingers somewhere, it'll be a result. Got one bolt part way through. Some pliers. So I need to let this jack down a little bit for hopefully the bottom to swing into place. Well, probably not like that though. One in. That's that's another one in. Hopefully that's enough to hold it. Not a good time for slipping off the stand. Oh, too old for this shit. Better? Okay. Right, what else do we need? We've got this top bracket here. Again, that's where they've used a fully threaded screw there, which is totally unsuitable for this. So we're going to shove in everything we've got just loosely, just to hold it in place, and then we can measure up and get some proper bolts ordered. Again, need to order bolts for this. In fact, I'm not going to put that on now because a little drop of paint wouldn't hurt that, and I haven't got the front bolts anyway, so yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's as much as I'm going to do today. So we've got the stand on, we've got the engine loosely in. I'm going to now go online and see what sort of bolts I need and start getting some stuff ordered up. Alright, we'll catch you later guys. Cheers for watching. Catch you later.